Thank you guys for joining me today. I'm Casey Marshall. Let's get fired up and ready to go. Today's topic is your success is defined by your rituals. And people are like, say, what do you mean, Casey? Your success, my success is defined by my ritual. What I mean by that is when a person, let's say he's a basketball player, a successful basketball player, a superstar, whatever he may be, the first thing a person asks the superstar or the NBA players, how did you become, what did you do to become famous, or what did you do to become a great basketball player? And a basketball player, I always tell you, well, I worked hard every single day. I was consistent. I took risks. These are the things that made this player superstar and what he is today. And it was his rituals. He stayed consistent with his rituals. I always say your ritual is like your roots. If you have strong roots and strong rituals, you're going to be a strong tree growing up. There's two ways a tree grows. A tree grows down, which means the roots, and it comes up as the tree. It never starts vice versa. And the thing about it is, and even if it starts, if you get a tree first, it must have strong roots. And if you have strong roots growing down to the tree will blossom into this great, beautiful thing that you see today. Same difference with a superstar or a person who's great at a great doctor or whoever been successful at what they do. They will show you, most entrepreneurs, they'll tell you, I worked hard, I went to sleep after and I woke up before everyone. I made sure no did not mean no to me, but let's try again, or let's do this again. They always tell you that consistency, risk, all these things are what made them who they are today. And that's their ritual. The smaller things that led them to becoming successful at being a basketball star or whatever, a rap artist or hip hop artist or a doctor or whatever it is. Even with school, it's the same thing. If you take the college road, if you understand, it's the work that you did to get this degree. You just don't go to college or university and just they hand you a degree. They want to see if you have what it takes. A ritual means that you're going to wake up on time, get to class on time, do the right things to get this degree. The same difference. And this is what I mean by how important it is even in a relationship. Some people ask, so why do you have such a great relationship? Or why is your relationship so great and you guys are so cheerful? Well, for instance, you say, one person might say, you know what, I plan a day ahead of time every single day. I make sure I give my wife a girlfriend a big hug and a kiss and a massage when she get home, and I make sure that dinner is done. These are the things that if you want a great relationship, you will set a great ritual or foundation, whatever you want to call it, on being a great husband or on being a great wife. The people who don't understand that, they just let the day go by and wonder why when the wife come home or the husband come home, he just feel like he want to feel, because there's nothing implemented inside that relationship or marriage. There's nothing implemented. There's just, they go day by day, and day by day will get you day by day results. But if you plan a day ahead of time and understand that, okay, I want the best relationship or best marriage I want, so I'm going to make sure I plan a day and ahead of time. I'm going to make sure I do what it takes for me to keep my wife or my relationship, like, whatever it may be. I want to make sure I do what it takes to keep the person. And what I mean by keep, not necessarily keep, but understand that I'm reaching to be great, and I want her to be great also. So I'm going to do the things that it's going to take for me to make me happy, which will make her happy. You understand what I'm saying? And that's doing the things that a man should do, or a woman should do, is making sure that if she's a great, put it this way, if he's a great leader, she should follow, which is perfect, right? It's okay to follow. Every sports player have done it. I played multiple sports. And for a minute we have leaders, and then you got followers, and the followers are people who become leaders. And it's the same difference in relationships. And this is what I mean by your success is defined by your ritual. Your great outcome is defined by your ritual. Your happy relationships is defined by your rituals, by what you've done what you've done in the past, or what you've done up to this point to be so great at having a great relationship or great marriage. And what have you done up to here to be very successful in making billions and millions of dollars? Of what have you done? That is the key, and that's what it comes back to. This, it's the small thing that adds up to today. That's just like with weight. You get a person who's in shape has a totally different ritual than a person who's out of shape. You get what I'm saying? That's just common sense. A person who's in shape has a different ritual than a person who's out of shape. Their ritual is, well, let me make sure I plan a day ahead of time. Let me make sure I fix my meals for the whole week. You know, just snacks and meals for the whole week. Make sure I have my work outfits already planned and go when I come home from work. I know exactly what time I'm going to work and I'm not. And the person who's out of shape just feel like they can go anytime they really need to go and don't need to write down what kind of weight loss that they've lost and how much did they weigh at the beginning. None of this plays a factor to a person who's not in shape. You understand? And this is how the world is. I get a lot of people today, a lot of my clients today come to me, and I ask them, the very successful one, I ask them, I go, and the ones that's not so successful, I ask them, so what is it that made you successful, wanted you to reach to where you want? They say, you know what, I set a goal. I set a goal, and my goal was high. I set the bar high for myself with my goal. And with me setting the bar high with my goal, what happened was, everything else I had to change. So my ritual on becoming this person, meaning whatever successful person you wanted to become, it has to equal up with that. That meaning that I can't sleep more than work. Point blank. I have to be more consistent with work than sleep. Because we all know that sleep don't get you money. It don't get you to the next step. It's great. It's great to be balanced, but there's no reason, there's nothing that's going to stop you from reaching this point if you really want to become successful in life. Sleep don't matter no more. Relationships and all that doesn't matter anymore. Once you have the bar set high on reaching whatever you want to reach in life. And this goes down to everything that a person does in life. If they really want to reach something in life, they set the bar high for themselves so nothing around them bother them or interrupt them. They can go homeless for all they care, but they still gonna reach this bar that's high